guys, we're back and we just finished the dermal infusion and now we're on to the salt facial. So we use the dermal infusion device first because it really helps to exfoliate the pores and bring any debris out. As I mentioned before, we were treating him initially for acne and we've really gotten it under control. He didn't have much to exfoliate or to extract from the pores, but that deep exfoliation is always beneficial. And we infused his skin with a clarifying solution just to prevent any buildup or breakouts. Now we're onto the salt facial. So this device is really unique because it does kind of what a microderm does, but it's a million times better. And the reason why is because of the salt. So as you probably all know, salt is super healing for the skin and for the body. If you have wounds and you go in the ocean or cuts, I'm sure you guys have noticed it all heals pretty quickly from that. Even when you have a sore throat, they tell you to gargle salt water. So salt has so many healing benefits for the body, and for the skin, it makes a great form of exfoliation. So this device uses salt as our physical form of exfoliation. This isn't suction at all. And that's where people get confused. This is actually a closed circuit of pressure, and it creates the salts to propel against the skin. So it's really unique because it seems like it would be suction and it sounds like suction, but it's not drawing the skin into the device at all. It's just propelling the salt out of the device. So this is really good for anybody with sensitive skin, rosacea, any type of skin that could be damaged from suction. This is a good option. And for acne patients, this is a great option because the salt helps kill bacteria and helps clear up the breakouts. So you can literally see the tracks of salt. This is great. We know that it's working because we see the salt there on the skin. And I like to hydrate the skin immediately following the exfoliation, because just like in the diet, the salt will retain water. So you know, after you eat like a big salty meal and you feel bloated, kind of does the same thing for the skin. It brings that moisture into the cell and plumps everything up. So this really increases the skin's hydration content, which everyone needs. And it's a misconception with people who are acne prone, that they shouldn't be hydrating the skin, because people want to think that they need to dry out acne and dry out the skin, but it's actually the opposite. Acne skin needs hydration, and that's because if you're leaving the skin without any form of hydration, you're sending a signal to your brain that your skin is not protected, it doesn't have a barrier. So then your skin will constantly fight to create more oil production. And then with lack of exfoliation, the oil has nowhere to go. It's just gonna sit in the pore and build up, and that's when we get breakouts. So hydration is key for all skin types, especially acneic skins. So the salt facial is a great treatment for anybody treating acne because we get the exfoliation and that hydration from the salts. And this one feels a little bit more prickly, I would say. What do you think?
Yeah, it's definitely like a bit harsher.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more abrasive, but it's actually more gentle, and that's because there's no suction on this device. Any questions on the live? Not yet?
Not yet.
So again, great for monthly maintenance. We've been doing this on him now for a few months in a row, and we've seen really big improvement in his skin. Overall quality with texture, and obviously we've helped clear up a lot of the acne. He doesn't have anything active going on right now, which is great.
What's this combination called?
So this is the Salt and Silk. So at first we did our dermal infusion, silk peel. With that one, we're exfoliating, extracting, and hydrating all at once. So that's how we prepped his skin. I usually will do the silk first because of that extraction portion. It will remove any plugs in the skin right out. So I always do that first, and then the salt last, because I want the skin to pull in all the hydration from the salts. And we do, there's two other processes of this facial. So the hydration is second after we exfoliate, and then the last step is the LED light panel. which there's a few different settings. So depending on the skin type and concern, we can help create collagen production, we can kill bacteria. So we have the panel to use after this so that we can heal the skin, reduce inflammation, prevent and treat breakouts. I lost my microphone. Any other questions? Okay guys, so we are gonna finish this up and then we will show you the last step of the facial as soon as I finish here.